Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. And before I start the video, I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So let's get started with the video. So let's talk about Churchill Capital, currently sitting at $32. A lot of people have been wondering, what is the hype behind this stock? Is Churchill Capital worth a buy at $32.09? So if we take a look at the 1 month chart, the stock is up over 200%. And a lot of people are wondering, why is a blank check company like Churchill Capital up over 200%? And that's because it is potentially rumored to merge with a company known as Lucid Motors. If you guys don't know what Lucid Motors actually is or what Lucid Motors actually does, Lucid Motors is an EV company based out of California. It's basically going to be the next big thing. It's basically going to be the next EV giant. And a lot of people have definitely seen that Lucid Motors is definitely here to play. It's definitely going to be a top EV company. We've definitely seen it time and time again that the EV market is very explosive. It's been growing like crazy, and it's definitely put out large amounts of gains for people who invested in the stocks early on. We have examples like Tesla, NIO, XPeng, Li Auto. All these big time companies have seen explosive amounts of growth. I don't expect anything to be any different with Lucid Motors. Like I said, Lucid Motors already backed by a lot of big time investors. It's got $1 billion backing by Saudi Arabia. They plan on also building a factory in Saudi Arabia as well. Lucid Motors is also a very well established EV company. So it's not like they're going into the game with no plan. They're not going into the game with no car or anything like that. They do have a car that they plan on selling this spring. It's known as the Lucid Air. 517-mile range on a full charge, 1,080 horsepower. And this car is definitely something else. Like, it's definitely going to be a Tesla rival, that's for sure. But a lot of people have definitely been asking, is Churchill Capital going to get the merger with Lucid Motors? What is taking so long? Is it delayed? Well, you have to understand, definitely when it comes to a merger, there's always got to be a lot of discussion that takes place. So sometimes it does take time. It does take time altogether to actually basically discuss the merger, how they're going to go public, stuff like that. So we do know that Lucid Motors does want to go public. That has not changed at all. And we do know that there's usually two ways a company can go public. You can either go public through a merger, through a blank check company, which some companies love to do and some don't, or people can go public through an IPO, which is mean like the stock trades publicly based on under their own name without a merger. So that's basically what's been driving Churchill Capital stock up, because there's potential rumors that Churchill Capital is going to land the Lucid Motors merger. Although nothing is confirmed just yet, rumors alone have been able to push the stock up definitely past its all-time highs. Like I said, the stock is up 200% off just rumors alone. So it really puts in perspective a Churchill Capital stock price prediction here. And where do I think Churchill Capital will go if a actual merger is announced? I do think the stock will definitely hit around $70 to $100. That's without a doubt. The reason I say that is because, like I said, a lot of people have definitely been more bullish on the EV game in itself, definitely offering a lot of long-term value, and definitely seeing that, Lucid Motors is definitely going to be a big EV company. It's not a pushover EV company or an EV company that's going public with no game plan whatsoever. So it definitely does put into perspective what Churchill Capital can gain if it actually does merge with Lucid Motors. But I do think the stock could easily run to $70 to $100. And as far as when the merger is actually going to come, it could honestly come at any minute. Although both companies have denied actually talking about it, they haven't denied the rumors. They definitely haven't accepted the rumors either. So it's almost kind of like a limbo fashion where we're just kind of waiting on more updated news. But people do say that Churchill Capital does have a very good chance of actually landing the merger, which has driven the stock to all-time highs and has pushed the stock upward. As you guys can see, based on the 1 week chart, it's still up 10%. So the stock is doing pretty well. Now, a lot of people do question whether the stock right now is overvalued based off rumor speculation alone. It really does put into perspective, but I do want people to know that I am invested in Churchill Capital. I bought 100 shares at $17.90. I do want people to know that it is a risky investment, just because, like I said, there's nothing that's actually been confirmed just yet. But although a risky investment, this company can definitely pay off if it actually does land the merger with Lucid Motors. Like I said, I could easily see the stock going from $70 to about $100. like I said, Lucid Motors is going to be an EV giant, and if Lucid Motors decides to go public through a different company or just decides to go public through an IPO, I definitely do think the stock is worth the investment altogether. But talking about Churchill Capital, I do think Churchill Capital is worth the investment, but I want investors to know that it is a very risky investment that could definitely pay off big if they actually do land the Lucid Motors merger. This is definitely going to put into perspective altogether what people actually think about Churchill Capital, what the company can actually offer altogether, and what they actually bring to the table as a top EV company. So if we go in and dive in a little bit deeper, so when do we expect rumors to actually happen? When is something going to be confirmed? Well, although they were supposed to be confirmed, obviously you have to always be caught up in delays altogether. Like I said, the Lucid Motors merger was delayed a little bit, and like I said, talks sometimes do take a little bit of time. So far we're just kind of waiting for these rumors to actually be confirmed, seeing what they actually do offer to the table altogether, and see if Churchill Capital does land the Lucid Motors merger, which it does have a good chance of actually doing. The stock is going to go to the absolute moon, and the stock could definitely hit triple digits altogether. I do think Churchill Capital does have a good chance, and I do think it is worth the investment, although a risky one. I do think people should buy Churchill Capital at $31.94 because it could definitely pay off big if they actually do land the Lucid Motors merger altogether. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you think of Churchill Capital. Do you guys think Churchill Capital stock is worth a buy at $31.84? If you guys own Churchill Capital, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.